Hello everyone. So Gen Con 2024 just happened, and after watching one of the interviews with Bra Mithra, recorded with the lead designer of KDM Simulator, I've been feeling a bit of a KDM mood again. As my current in-person campaign has been on pause while I'm busy with other video games and hobbies, I decided it'd be a good time to check out the sim. I've spent a bit of time in the sim now and wanted to do a little video on how to set up the sim for new users, as some of it can be quite confusing at first. My room's been set to default, so hopefully this should be able to help some of you guys out. I guess I'll just do a quick playthrough with the first white line prologue and showdown, and settlement phase and hunt phase. So let's go. Alright, looks like the train's about to arrive. Cool. So upon loading into the sim for the first time, you'll find yourself on the ground floor of the dwelling. You can look around with the mouse and use WASD to walk. So on the left you'll have a storage chest where you can put any items that you want to in. And on the right you have some mail that's been delivered, so let's take a look. For interacting with most things in the simulator, you can press either E or left click. They usually do similar things, so for now I'm going to press left click on this Cyclops camera, and you can pick it up with E, so you can just move this around and drop it anywhere you want. Press E to drop it or left click, and this time I'm going to inspect it. So let's open this up. Ooh, you gain the Cyclops camera, heirloom. An antique instant camera featuring a memory-absorbing lens and replaceable batteries. You seem unable to recall who sent it to you. Spooky. So closing that out, you can see that the inventory panel has opened on the right and the Cyclops camera is there. Clicking on this will pull it out. You can press E to use it, or I'll just drop it now. Left clicking on it, I can send it to inventory. To access your inventory, you can just press I to open it anywhere you want. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and open the rest of these boxes. Inspect. Ooh. You gain the Ghost Pen heirloom. Ghost Pen, obsidian, black, standard size, shivers in proximity to paper and living tissue. When this pen is placed uncapped on the game table, it will transcribe the details of any card that is hovered over a record sheet onto the appropriate field. So this is a bit of an automation tool. I actually find this really cool, so we'll see that when we get to it. Next we have the envelope, inspect. I'm gonna rotate this around with a right click and open the seal. An expertly crafted key that ensures the dwelling remains locked. Feels heavier than it looks. You place it in your inventory. Right. And last but not least, on the ground we have a wooden crate. Got a little bit of interactivity here. You need to unscrew the crate to open it. And look at that, it even comes with packing beans. You gain the old stone box heirloom. A dense stone container sealed by an unyielding visage. Lamentations of pain and anguish echo from within. Cool. Alright. We're gonna exit out of that by pressing the escape key. And you can take some time to explore the house if you want. Most of the doors are locked. I think all of them are locked actually. These ones are all locked, so I'm gonna go straight ahead. You can hold shift to sprint if you like, to move faster. And I'm gonna open the door with left click, and welcome to the game room. So in the game room there's a couple of things you can interact with. Firstly, to your left there's another storage chest like the one at the beginning. Put anything you want in there if you'd like to. There's a record player which you can play music from. there's only one track at the moment. I'm not going to touch this, but you can feel free to experiment. There are two shelves, one on the right and one on the left. The right one contains the core game miniatures, so that's all the core game monsters, you know, the starting survivors, Lucy, Zachary, Urza, and Alistair. And we have Old Joe and Young Rachel, as well as 2 custom miniatures for each armor set. So 1 female Phoenix, 1 male Phoenix, 1 male lever, female lever, and so forth. And most importantly, we have the game table. So walking up to the game table and pressing left click will allow you to take a seat. Okay, once seated at the table, let's do the basic stuff. First press I to take out the ghost pen. Plop it down here. I'm also going to take out the old stone box and plop it down here. While seated at the table, you can interact with all of the game components, so make sure you're seated at the table when you're ready to play. You can hold right click here to adjust the camera while in this perspective. First thing I'm going to do is open the game box. You can do this by left clicking, which is the primary interaction, or you can right click to open the context menu and open it from here. Cool. So first things first, we're going to open the rulebook. With the rulebook opened, you can left click to zoom in on it. If you zoom on it with your mouse wheel, you can press WASD to go to the left or right page. If you click on the very edge, you can turn the page. You can also turn the page using the Q and E keys. So for now, I'm gonna go to skip the story for now, and I'm gonna go to the setup. So that would be in the first story game introduction, I believe. Yes, assemble starting miniatures. Alright, it's gonna tell us to create a survivor, so I'm gonna get that ready. So to do that, we need to press escape to exit the book. You can peel off a sheet from here by pressing left click. Draw sheet. I'll put 1 for each. You can also press E to make it faster. Placing them 1 for each survivor. If you're playing solo, you might want to bring the grids to the other side, but for now, I'm just gonna rip these sheets off. Remember, you can press R to rotate. So I'm gonna face these the other way. And I am going to left click on the sheet. So to edit any of the sheets, you need to left click on them to get into this special view. We're gonna start with naming them. So I always like to go with the default names for the first batch of survivors. So give them a name, a gender, and whenever you name your survivor, gain 1 survival. So that's all we need to do for now. And what you can do with these, if you press E to pick up the sheet, you can put it over a gear grid to link the gear grid to the sheet. You can also do the same thing with miniatures. So where's Urza? Urza's here. You can assign her to the gear grid. Okay, I'm going to quickly do the same thing for each survivor. So we've got Lucy, female, 1 survival. Gonna link the sheet. And the survivor. Pressing E to pick up the survivors, by the way. We have Alistair, I don't really know how to spell it. Alistair, male, 1 survival. Gonna link the sheet first. Then the survivor. The sheet. Survivor. And this one will be Zachary. Male with 1 survival. Okay. The rulebook is also going to ask you to grab out the cloth and founding stone. So I'm going to go to the box. Going to look for the starting gear. Left click to pull up the deck. If you press V, you can view the deck. Like so. So left clicking on these will give them a blue highlight. This marks how you're going to pick them out, so I'm going to pick 4 cloths. WASD to navigate this. You can also scroll. And 4 founding stones. And I'm going to press escape to exit. We can flip anything by pressing F. So I'm going to distribute the gear. One more founding stone. And with that, we should give every survivor 1 waste. I might do that in the next video, so I'll leave it at that. And I think we're just about ready to start. So I'm going to end this video here and probably pick up on the next one with the showdown tutorial. Thanks.